It was really it was very much a personal story. I was doing a little bit of work with UNHCR, and I visited 4 refugee families. One of the families was a Somali refugee family living not too far from the school, and I went to their apartment and saw these 4 siblings. They were about 10 to about 12 years old at that time, and they couldn't they couldn't speak, they couldn't read, they couldn't write. They were just so shut down, you know. Like I looked at them and their imaginations were dead. They looked so switched off. And I remember leaving the apartment that day, saying to myself, I can't just give 50 ringgit and walk away from this. I have to do something about it. So it was really that moment where I knew that it was a calling, and I knew that this was something I needed to get involved more in a bigger way. And so this was in 2008. We started giving them tuition, and then in 2009 we started Fugee School. We started this school, my girlfriend and I, and both of us are not in education. You know, we were very young at that point in time, and we didn't have a lot of money either for the school. So we were able to, together with a bit of funds, we were able to basically rent a apartment, and we just gathered about, I think, 60 students, and we just got a couple of teachers, and we just said, hey, let's do it. But we worked, I think the key elements that helped us a lot were we worked together with the community. So our principal at that point in time was a Somali community member, and so he was really able to sort of support the work that we were doing. And then when people saw the work we were doing, they were able to then make donations and support us, so that we were able to just continue. But we really sort of stumbled along. We made a lot of mistakes. We didn't think about a lot of things. So we've really learned as we've grown along. And now, 2016, so many years later, we've, I think, made a lot of improvements. We've realized the kind of education that we want to provide to refugee children in Malaysia. But of course, it still comes with a lot of challenges, and at the end of the day, we're still running a non-profit. So the struggle is being able to raise the funds, or to make the funds every month that keeps your school running, and also enables you to have a very strong vision about what you want to do. We had 3 students who went to university this year. 2 went to Nottingham University, and 1 entered a nursing course. And these are students that, had they not been given the opportunity, they wouldn't be where they are today. And so we at Fugee School recognize that each kid has potential. We know that each student has great potential. We need to harness this potential. We need to grow and develop the potential, and for them to believe in themselves, that they can become whatever they want to become. And we see that reality. We see it happening with our students. 2 students who have no formal education background, no formal certificates, both get accepted into a foundation course at Nottingham University. So I think that in itself is such a miracle. It's such a dream, and it gives everybody else hope that they too can achieve that.
So we're using the Raspberry Pi 2. Yeah, they're quite small. It's best to put them in a case, but the cases we bought didn't fit.
Wow, so this is like the USB, and it connects to a monitor.
Yeah, it connects here. So we have monitors out there, so they connect it here. So I think this was $24.
24 US dollars.
Yeah, yeah. And the monitors, we did end up buying a few, but we also had a lot donated. So it was a very cost-effective way, yeah.
Are you guys relying on donations from funding mostly?
Yeah, it's all donations. Especially for our programming, like this program, and the other thing I was talking about, which is sort of a service learning program, where in the next couple of weeks they'll be launching a campaign to do fundraising to participate in the Tiger Run, which I talked about. And yeah, so it's all fundraising. Mm-hmm. There are quite a few challenges. It's a very, we're working in a very low resource environment. So everything here is based on donations, and also from individual funders, donors who give to us. So there's a lot of fundraising involved. But another big challenge I would say is that the students, and I sort of touched on this before, there's a lot of uncertainty about their future. And so getting them motivated now to study, particularly the girls, is a challenge because it's very common for the girls to have pressure from the family to focus on finding a husband or getting married. That's almost, that's the easy way out, that's the path. So we're really focused on overcoming that challenge by, like I said, figuring out ways to get the students involved and take on leadership roles where they're not just coming to school and listening, but really engaging in their learning.